G'day and welcome to another Pokemon Go video. So jumping straight into Go Battle League, and as you can see currently I made it to expert rank this season, and now it's time for a bit more spicy teams. So if you've got any interesting team selections, throw them down below and I'll give them, well, if I've got them, a go. Otherwise, if you like the content, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow and keep me motivated. With that being said, we'll look to jump in, and we're in the Ultra League. So I'm going to go into the Ultra League Open, and this is my team. So better revive the Talonflame, but I am running, as you can see, we'll just get rid of that, Greninja running Bubble, Surf and Night Slash, Talonflame running Incinerate, Brave Bird and Flame Charge, and Lapras running Ice Shard, Surf and Ice Beam. And the reason I'm going with Ice Beam over Skull Bash is for the Dragon or Flying. So Giratina, Togekiss, Dragonite, that sort of stuff. Giratina. Greninja running Surf is alright. I cannot wait for that community day to come and maybe get access to Hydro Cannon. It's just going to make it so much more viable in the league. It's just going to be an absolute beast of a move if they give it to Greninja, which hopefully they should when the community day rolls around. But we're jumping in and got matched up with our first one. With Greninja in the lead and also Lapras, you probably don't want to be hitting fighters. You also don't want to be really hitting the Charmers. But we've got a Umbreon on the lead, which is really good for us because they cannot throw foul plays. The dark typing of Greninja, a little bit of lag there, which is unfortunate, but the dark typing is just going to mean that the foul plays from Umbreon are going to do absolutely nothing. So I suspect that they're just going to be throwing last resorts here. Was able to sneak through an extra bubble, which is nice, but let's see what they come through with. Really hoping they want to bait, but there's the last resort, and it's, yeah, they're not baiting, which is fine. Again, there's probably no point. So Night Slash is slightly less energy than Surf, but no one's going to be shielding an Umbreon against the Greninja. People don't shield Umbreons when they lead them, generally, unless you've got a fighter, or possibly a Charmer, but yeah, they're not going to be shielding up against a neutral damage move that is Surf, so no point baiting the Night Slash there and fishing for a boost because it's much better to just get that Surf damage through. Very close to taking it out there, but not quite able to do so. Because the Umbreon's got energy, I'm going to come in with my Lapras and soak up this energy. I expect this one just to be a foul play coming through, and it is, so good. And then Lapras is able to take that out, get a little bit of an energy head start, and out comes the Cresselia. So interesting one here. I think what I'm going to do is swap in and try and catch a Grass Knot. Unfortunately, I did not catch a Grass Knot. Not going to shield this first one up. A lot of these have been running Future Sight that I've been seeing recently, and this is one of them. And Future Sight, as you can see, does a lot of damage. They come in with their own Talonflame here. So the move here is let them get to 3, and then let's throw this Brave Bird. They've got 2 shields, but generally in this matchup, because I've swapped in, they will not be shielding up, and they don't shield. Absolutely outstanding for me. Wasn't able to sneak through an extra Incinerate, which is sad for me, but am going to be able to shield this up. Let's hope they're throwing a Brave Bird. They're not. They're throwing a Flame Charge, which makes complete sense. If I didn't shield, then I would have been taken out by either of those moves because I was debuffed, but was able to take that out. Out comes the Cresselia, and this time I'm just going to throw the Flame Charge because I will 100% be getting a shield this time, so really no point in worrying too much about it. So I'm going to swap straight into my Lapras, but the good thing I know about this is it's a Future Sight and Moonblast Cresselia, so my Lapras does have a lot more play against the Cresselia than if it was running Grass Knot. Grass Knot would actually, because even though it is the cheaper of the moves and doesn't get stab, it is super effective. So that's going to be the way to go if you've in this matchup. So Grass Knot's going to do more damage than the Future Sight will. Use the shield and manage to grab the stop the Future Sight, so it wasn't a Moonblast bait, which is absolutely outstanding. So I'm going to now throw, well, I threw my Ice Beam. So Future Sight coming through again, and Future Sight does a lot of damage. Takes 8 to get to the Future Sight though, and I need 8 to get to my back-to-back Surfs. They will be shielding one of these up now, so thankfully I threw the Ice Beam previously, which does a little bit more damage. And able to get to another Surf, and this should be enough to take out the Cresselia. So wanted to throw the Ice Beam early because I did have a feeling that they'd be saving their shield, and it just does a little bit more damage. So better to get the Ice Beam through and then have them shield up a Surf, which is yeah, just better for me. More energy efficient for me to do it that way. So good game on that first one. Able to take game number 1 with Greninja with a bit of a neutral lead. Wasn't a hugely negative lead, but with the Surfs was able to get pretty close. So really it probably would have been better to leave a little bit more health on the Umbreon, so I got a little bit more farm with the Lapras, but it is what it is. So this one actually isn't that great a game because they have access. So even though I've a dark type, so their fast move is doing absolutely nothing, they have access to I don't want that matched up against my Talonflame. So I'm going to come out and meet that with the Lapras here. And they're going to be throwing a Earthquake, which is absolutely fine. Earthquake from a Shadow is going to be doing like well over 50% of my damage, health, which is really unfortunate. So I'm going to charge up just a little bit extra and then throw my charge move before they get to another one. Not sure whether they'll shield this up or not. Let's find out. So no shield there. It goes down. Both got 2 shields, and out comes a Swampert. So this is even worse for me. I really don't want my Talonflame to be matched up against this Empoleon, because at least with Swampert, it's only the charge moves that do any damage. The fast moves just don't do anything, so I'm able to use shields, whereas Waterfall just absolutely chunks away at Talonflame. So that's really unfortunate for me, and they have got a lot of energy. I've got to try and keep that in mind. They're trying to farm me all the way down, which because the Waterfalls are resisted and Lapras is super tanky, I'm able to get to another Surf, which is brilliant, and then this one should be taking me out. So it takes me out. Happy days. I've got a lot of energy, so I have to come in with my Greninja. They swap into the Cresselia here, so I'm going to counter swap straight into my Talonflame, because it's just Talonflame's just got no play whatsoever against the Empoleon. So going to be throwing, and they're running because they ran through Moonblast previously instead of Grass Knot against the Water type. I was pretty sure that they were going to be running Future Sight, but as you can see, yeah, they were not running the Grass Knot, which is unfortunate for me because Moonblast, Grass Knot, Cresselia is a very good matchup against the Talonflame. With Future Sight, not so good. So this time is a Moonblast coming through, but I do need to shield it because I want to be able to get to the next Flame Charge, which I am able to get to. Happy days. Let's see if they want to shield this up. They do want to shield it up, and just got to watch this switch clock is up now, and they do make a swap here, and they make a swap halfway through my Incinerate, and they're able to get a Hydro Cannon off before I'm able to swap out, but that's fine. Unfortunately, I did not think that they had back-to-back. They did have a lot of energy, but so I'll need to shield this one up, which is fine, and then I'm just going to have to throw into my own charge move, so throw the Night Slash there, and then I need to get one bubble on Cresselia and throw the next Night Slash to win this game. The good thing is, even though Greninja is so glassy, because it's dark typing, the Psycho Cuts are just going to be doing no damage, so I'm able to get to this charge move, throw the Night Slash, and that's going to be enough to take out the Cresselia with a few HP left on the Greninja. So good game there from the Greninja, able to take that one. Even though they're running double water, the Talonflame was still able to match up to the Cresselia and cause a little bit of damage there. So really good for me. Very, very lucky that I was able to bait out both of their water types prior to my Talonflame making an appearance. And that's because they weren't running Grass Knot. Had they been running Grass Knot, they probably would have come out with that to match my Lapras rather than coming out with the Empoleon. So worked out quite well for me. Got a little bit lucky there with being able to get my Talonflame aligned with the Cresselia. Even though it was running Future Sight, still was able to put in some work for that match, whereas, yeah, without it, might not have been quite so good. So we'll jump in this next one. So we've got Giratina on the lead. So this is a better lead. Nope. So it's running Dragon Breath. So Dragon Breath is not what you want. You want it to be running the Shadow Claw. That's much nicer for me, but I mean, it is what it is. This is going to be a Dragon Claw coming through, and not going to do too much damage, but as you can see, Greninja is just a little bit glassy, so still does chunk away a little bit, and the Dragon Breath damage is just oppressive. Like, it just does so much damage. And I got the boost there, which means now I'm going to be able to throw this Night Slash, and it's definitely going to get a shield. They're going to have to shield this up, or it's going to put it very, very close to being able to take it out. So let's see what they want to do. So they decide to shield that up, which is fine, and then they're able to farm down, which is unfortunate. I would have really liked them to be able to dump some energy. Come in with my Lapras there to soak up some damage, and they swap in with the Cresselia, which means I can come in with the Talonflame. So is this one running Future Sight as well? Lots of them seem to be, and Moonblast comes through. So that would possibly tell me that they're not running Future Sight, so they're running Grass Knot and Moonblast. So that works out pretty well for me. It does mean that I can start ramping up this attack and don't have to shield quite as much as I would otherwise. We'll see what they want to do. If they want to shield this up, fine by me. If they don't, also fine by me. I will probably match their shield and they get to another charge move. So I'm not going to shield this one up. Expect another Moonblast to come through, and it's not going to put me in farm down range quite yet. So able to get the extra Incinerate through. This time I am going to shield up because I do want to farm down, and then I'll have energy to throw on whatever comes in next. So able to charge that down, which is absolutely perfect. And let's see what comes in next. So out comes the Giratina, and I'm just going to throw straight into the Brave Bird. If they decide not to shield, then this will take them out, but that's their last shield gone, which is fine. And then they're able to charge me down. So that was actually a little bit of a mistake. So what I should have done there is thrown the Flame Charge, and then I would have been able to throw double Flame Charge and put that in a bit better of a range. But out comes Registeel, and I mean, yeah, I've got nothing I can do here. Shield this up. It's going to be a Focus Blast. There it is. Had I shielded this one up, though, they will get to the next one. So this is GG's at this point. So there, instead of throwing the Brave Bird, I should have thrown back-to-back. Should have thrown back-to-back Flame Charges and I don't think that Giratina. Well, the Giratina wasn't within range to. Well, after a couple of boosts, it may have been, but I think in that situation, yeah, just didn't work out for me. Needed to possibly just swap out of there, and then what I could have done is saved my shield for the. Yeah, I don't know. We'll jump into this next one, and we've got a Empoleon on the lead, which isn't too bad. Unfortunately, we've just got a little bit of lag, so I'm hoping I still got the energy from the fast moves there, but it is what it is. So I'm going to be throwing the Night Slash, even though Night Slash is not going to be doing much. At least it will be not taking huge amounts of damage. So out comes the Clefable. So I'm going to bring out the Talonflame here, throw the Flame Charge, see what they want to do. So expect them to let this go, to be honest, and we'll find out. Yeah, so no shield there. And it takes an absolute age, so it takes 9 to get to the Meteor Mash, 10 to get to the Psychic. I'm going to let this go. I'm not sure whether it was 9 or 10. Even if it is a Psychic, I will be able to... Yeah, so it is the Psychic that comes through, and I am able to survive that, so that's fine. And then I'm going to look to farm down because I don't want any... Well, I want as little farm as possible on the Empoleon, but they decide to throw energy straight away, which is fine. Not ideal for me because I lose all of that energy. Although, let's shield this up. We've got 2 shields. Let's do it. So I'm going to throw straight into the Flame Charge, force them to shield up once, and let's hope I can get to a nut. Nope, don't have back-to-back, so they're going to be able to charge me down. So I've got to remember that's 1 for their energy, and it takes 5 to get to the Hydro Cannon. I think it's 5. So I'll jump straight in with the... Greninja there, and out comes Togekiss. So it's the double charm in the back, and thankfully I'm going to be able to, hopefully take this match. So I'm going to want to throw this first. No, so unfortunately they just got there first. It takes 8 to get to, I think it's 7 or 8 to get to the charge move. So I'm going to shield up the Ancient Power because that's going to do probably as much as a Drill Peck from Empoleon, and I do want to take this thing out. So they use a shield as well, and now I know that I can farm up a little bit of extra energy because although these charms are chunking, so I want back-to-back charge moves, and they're in range of Surf, so going to be able to take this out and then throw onto the Empoleon as soon as it comes out there, and this is going to go close. I think it's going to be enough to KO from this range. Even if it's not, they're going to have to use energy to take out the Lapras, so it's a good game right there. So double charm, able to line those up nicely and take the win. So avoiding the Empoleon matchup predominantly against my Talonflame, and being able to match up the correct Charmers. So able to get the Talonflame against the Clefable and the Lapras against the Togekiss for that super effective damage. So on the lead we've got a Talonflame. So count these moves. 3 to the charge. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to let that go. They got like an extra half a move there, but I want to get to my bubble first, well, my Surf first, and let's see what they want to do. Also, let it go. Let's hope they overtap here, and they have. So can I get my 2 before they get to a charge move? Oh, I can. That's brutal. So because they overtap there, I'm able to get to, I was able to throw 2 of my fast moves because Incinerate takes 5 turns. It's just an absolutely epically long, so I was able to throw those through. So that overtap really cost them there. So really quite good for me. So question is, what do I want to do here? I'm actually going to shield this up, but it's a Grass Knot. So this is running Grass Knot, which means it's also going to be running Moonblast, which is absolutely outstanding for me. So don't have to worry about this one as much against my Talonflame, which means now I'm just not going to be shielding this up. So I want them to take me out here so I can get a little bit of extra farm on my Talonflame. So no shield here. Hopefully it's the Moonblast, but it's another Grass Knot. Oh, it doesn't quite take me out. So going to throw into my Night Slash here and possibly get another shield. So beautiful. There's, well, I say another shield, get a shield. So able to get a first shield, and here's the second shield. So this Greninja has put in some work. So it's taken out a Talonflame. It's almost taken out a Cresselia, and it's got it down to no shields. So this is just insane. Let's see what they have in the back. So there's very few things that they could have in the back that would actually win this, and one would be weirdly a Reggie. Rock would probably do it, but even that at this point, with a shield and a full health Lapras in the back as well, and energy on my Talonflame, yeah, they're going to be in a rough spot. So going to let that one go. Going to throw into the Surf here, maybe. I've got a little bit of lag, which is really not what you want. Really hoping that I was able to get that Surf off, which I am. How much damage is that going to do? Gets it close, and then going to... they're going to get to a charge move. I'm going to let this go. If it's a Earthquake, they're going to have no damage. If it's a, Hydro Cannon, which it is, it's not going to take me out. So... going to over farm there a little bit, which is really ridiculous. I should have just thrown straight away because that would have been good game. But another Hydro Cannon coming through. Is it enough to take me out? It is, which is unfortunate. So I should have just thrown there. And then going to throw a Flame Charge here because it's within range to be Flame Charged down. And that will be a good game. So I say that, but then out comes the Cresselia. Yeah, got to remember those Pokemon in the back. Cresselia was, with a shield advantage, was never going to be able to take me, especially because it was running Grass Knot and Moonblast. So good game there, and able to go 4-1 with leading Greninja. So absolutely crazy. Like I said, cannot wait for the Community Day move to be released for Greninja. It's going to make it so much better. And if you like what you saw, hit that subscribe button down below. But that's it for me for now. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.